So I would request every one of you to invite your friends so that we can become more and more to have fun, right? Yes? Good. So I would request you all next time whenever you come class, bring one friend along with you, okay? Yes. You can even invite your cousins as well. Yes, good boy. So see, your friends itself are giving you the ideas that they are inviting their cousins as well. So good to know that. Okay, cool. So let me just share my screen and give you the information regarding the classes. Can you all see my screen? Yes? So see, we all the way we have come today at our watercolor painting. Yes? So we had our hand lettering class, winter craft, Zumba dance, and today we are going to have our watercolor painting class, right? Yes. So tomorrow you'll be having your science experiment class. All you need is a paper and water. So there will be two experiments. So we'll be performing with pepper powder and water. Okay. Another will be paper bluing. Okay. So you all must have received the information regarding the science experiment. If you want to check what all material you would be required, you can go to live.uolo.com and can see all the details regarding that particular class. Okay. So today we are going to have a watercolor painting by Shreyasi ma'am, and she is already here with us. I'll just take you through how you have to make your submissions. Okay. You have to go to live.uolo.com. Okay. Once you go there, you will see a number of classes happening. You can just pick any of the class. So if you have to submit your entry, you have to click over submit your activity. Okay. Once you click over here, you will get the number of classes you have attended. So as you can see, this is my profile, Bhavna Soni, and over there I can see the Angry Bird craft. So I can submit my entry because I have attended this class. So if you have attended, then only you will be able to submit the entry for that particular class. Okay. So I would request you all to attend all the classes for which you have to make the submission. So once you click over that particular class, you will get an option to upload image. Okay, you can select your image. It will show like this. Once you select the image, you can even select multiple images. Okay, you can select multiple images also. Then you'll be able to click over here and your entry will be submitted for that particular class. Okay, this is how you have to take your process. One thing you have to keep in your mind, you don't have to take a vertical photo, you have to take a horizontal photo so that it is clearly visible. Okay, you have to hold your entry like this and take a horizontal picture. Okay, take help of your parents and your brother or sister or anyone in your house. Okay, ask them to take a clear picture. Okay, cool. So now let us call our teacher. 1 minute. Shreyasi ma'am, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, fine. So, hello everybody. Glad to have everyone back on the second class of watercolors. So, last class we learned about the basics, and this class, don't worry, we'll be getting a proper painting at the end. So, you guys don't have to worry. I know last class a few of you were a bit frustrated because there was no final painting there, but this class we are going to paint a really nice picture. So I hope you all have gone through the list of materials that we had listed out. And accordingly, we'll need 2 sheets of paper. On the first sheet of paper, we'll just practice. We'll just practice the stroke. And on the second piece of paper, we'll make the actual painting. Okay. So everybody take out the first sheet of paper. And if you have a tape, you can tape it on the board. Or if you're using a drawing copy or a sheet, you can just keep it that way. There's no necessity of a tape, it's not mandatory. You can just take out the paper, the first sheet that you'll be painting on. Okay, everybody get ready. I will show you three examples of what is washes. We will learn what is washes and we will apply that on the painting, on the real painting. Washes and wet on dry. These are the two techniques that we are going to learn. These are very important techniques for any watercolor painting. Okay, so just take out your first sheet and ma'am, can you just allow me to share my screen?
Yes, Shreyasi ma'am, 1 second. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, everybody can see how I have set up my paper. You also need to take out your first sheet of paper like this, okay? And you need to spread it out. If you have a tape, tape it on. Yeah, you can use color cakes, whatever watercolors you have, you can use them, okay? So first, let us go through what are the things that we have listed out for this particular class. Okay, we have our brush. Take out the thick brush that you have, the thickest brush that you have, take that out. Then we have our glass of water, which we will use to make the painting. Our watercolors, if you have tubes, that will work. If you have cakes, that will work as well. Okay, these are the materials we'll be needing for the rough part, for the working out part. Okay, everybody ready? Give me a thumbs up. Everybody ready with everything? All the materials? Fine. We'll go ahead. Okay, take out the thickest brush that you have. See how thick this brush is? It's a thick round brush. Take the thickest brush that you have, dip it in the water, just scrape off any excess water. Okay, and now take any color of your choice, any color. I will start out with blue. Okay, I'm starting with blue, but you can take any color of your choice. Nicely load up your brush with the blue color. Okay, make a nice paste and get that paste on your brush. See how my brush is loaded up with the blue color? Okay, and we'll start painting from the top of the paper. See how my hand is moving in a straight line horizontally? Your hand should also move in a similar way, back and forth. See, back and forth movement of the hand. Okay, paint it up to some part. Don't completely cover the paper, paint it up to some part like this. Okay, you can see I have just painted a portion of the paper. I have not painted the complete paper, just straight back and forth movements. Straight back and forth movements. If you've done it, you can just hold it up and show me. I'll know that you've got it up to this portion. Just back and forth movements, okay? If anybody is done till this, just show me your work. It's not mandatory to use the blue color. You can use any color of your choice. You can use red, yellow, whichever color. This is just for practice. So you can use any color. Yes, Pushti, nice. Yes, Dharini, nice. You don't need to paint lots of it, just a portion. You can see I've just painted some part of the paper. Remember to move your brush horizontally. Yes, Faiza, nice. Okay, we'll continue with this. Now next you have to wash your brush. See, I will wash my brush and now I will take a bit of water and at the end now I will just put water. I'm not putting any color. I have not taken any color now. I'm using the same previous color and I'm just moving my brush now downwards in the same horizontal motion. You can see how it is looking as if the color has faded. The dark blue color has faded. Can you see? It looks as if there is a dark blue color at the top and slowly it has faded. What did I do? I washed my brush and I just took water and I moved my brush in the same way and brought that color downwards, dragged that color downwards. Okay, I will repeat the process again. Those of you who didn't get it, I will repeat the process again. You can catch up with it, okay? We will repeat the process. I will try another color so that you can get it. Let me wash my brush. I will take up a new color. So let's take red color this time. Okay, just watch it carefully. Then you will be able to make. If you have missed out, just watch it carefully. See, like the blue color before, I'm again making a paste out of the red color. And I'm nicely loading my brush with it. Okay. Now I'm applying that red color. This is just like the previous time. I am applying it as a straight line, just moving my hand back and forth, back and forth. Apply it to some part. Once you've applied a decent amount of it, wash off your brush. Just take water. See, I have not taken any color, just water. And now I will use that water to drag the color downwards. See how I'm just using water to drag the color downwards. Okay, this is what you have to do. Since there is no longer any color but just water, it looks as if the red color has faded. See the variation? See how it is from dark to light? It should look like that. Okay, is everybody getting it? If anybody has successfully done it, you can show your work. At least one wash, you've done it successfully. Very good, Deepti. Very nice. If at least one of the colors. Nandita, very good. Adhya, good. Good job. Very good. Most of you have done it very nicely. Tanisha, good. Good job. Those who have done at least one wash nicely, you can try with another color. You can move on to your next color and do the same just for practice. While people who are just completing one, just hold your work and show. Yes, Molya, nice. Good job. Good, Ankita. Good job. 2 washes perfectly done. Very good. Nandika, good. Good job with the blue wash. Rambabu, nice. Avni, you have to work with your red one a bit more, okay? Add a bit more of water to the lower part. Good, good. Most of you are getting it properly. Akshay, good job with the blue wash. In the red wash, add some more water and drag it downwards, okay? Ojasvika, nice. Good job. Most of you are getting it. Good job, Reshmi. You've used orange color. Good. Good job. Most of you have done it very nicely. Okay, we will move on. I will just show this process once more. Anybody who has missed, you can still see there's a last time that I will show you this process because we will apply it in our real painting. Okay, this time I will use another color. This time let's use green color. Okay. Wash your brush nicely. There should not be any remaining red color. Otherwise it will turn into a brownish color. Okay. Take the green color nicely, whichever color you want. I'm using green. You can use any color of your choice. Okay, this is the third time I'm showing you. Anybody who has missed, you can refer to this part also. You will get it. So as usual, we will start off straight movements of the hand, back and forth, back and forth. Move your hand back and forth horizontally. It's almost like doing an exercise. Okay. Once you've painted up to this, once you've painted a decent amount, wash off your brush. Just take water. I'm just taking water and we will just drag the color downwards. Just drag the color downwards. See how the color spreads. It looks as if somebody has washed the color out and only some part of the color is leaking out. It looks as if it's been washed. See the variation from dark to light. This is known as a graded wash. Okay. It is very important that you know this technique because this is used in all of the paintings. Alpna, very nice. Good job. Rajesh, good job. Everybody able to understand? If anybody has any doubt, you can let me know in the chats. It's just an example. It's not your real painting, okay? It's just the example how to do the painting. This is not your real painting. This is just the rough work. Avani, very good. Nicely done, all the washes. Smriti, good job. Okay? Nice. Joanna, very nice. Purple wash is done perfect. Very good. Very good. Once you are done with the washes, if you've done at least 2 washes successfully, that means you've got it, okay? No need to continue with making more washes. Get your new sheet ready. Get your final sheet, your painting sheet ready. Once you're done with at least 2 successful washes, okay? If you've been able to make at least 2 successful washes, then get your final sheet ready. Get ready with your final sheet. It's coming light to dark. If it's coming light to dark for anybody instead of dark to light, in that case, you are putting more pressure on your brush when you're starting to drag the color. If you feel that you cannot reduce the pressure, if you don't have proper control on your brush, then no need to drag the color from the top. Okay, just drag the color from the end, just where you've left it, drag the color from there itself. No need to drag it all the way from the top. That way you will get a dark to light. Okay, some people are getting a light to dark because they are putting more force at the top of the color. Everybody able to hear me, right? Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, fine. Fine, everybody. Now we'll move on to our main sheet, our main class. Okay, everybody get ready. Everybody take out your colors. We will be needing the blue color, the red color, yellow color. If you don't have orange color, I have told you in the previous class how to make your orange color. We will be needing orange, a bit of orange also. So here I have my fresh sheet. We will be making the painting on this one. Okay. Also keep your pencils and erasers ready. Keep your pencils and erasers ready as well. We will be needing them to make the painting. We will make the drawing with that. Again, take out that same brush, the thick brush, wash it off nicely. Okay, wash it off nicely. We will start off with the same technique. This time, everybody needs to use the blue color. Take dark blue if you don't have light blue. Take dark blue. If you don't have the dark blue color, you can use light blue also, it doesn't matter. Take any shade of blue and start with the same exercise from the top, just like we did for the previous sheet. Okay. So what will we do? We will make a straight movement with the hand, back and forth, back and forth. The same thing, the very same thing that you did with your previous sheet. Okay, paint up to some part. See how much portion of my sheet I have covered. You should cover only that much portion of your sheet. And then wash your brush and we will drag the color downwards. If you feel you have not taken enough color, you can paint on top of it with more color and then wash off your brush and drag the color. So now, like the previous exercise, I will wash my brush off and I will drag the color. See, those who missed the previous exercise, you can still see this. This is just a repetition. Okay. See how I have dragged my color from the top. I'm dragging it downwards. Drag it till the time it almost becomes white. Okay. It should almost mix, almost become very faint blue, almost whitish. See how I have dragged it? Make it uniform. If there are any bubbles forming in the paper, make them uniform. Okay, it should be very plain, very nice and neat. And also move your hand in the same way I'm moving. Okay, don't make any sudden up down movements. Nicely move your hand back and forth. Drag the color downwards. Just like the previous exercise, do it nicely and properly because this is going to be your final painting. Okay, everybody getting it? For this part, use blue color only. Don't use any other color. That was for your experiment, so we used other colors. For this, you need to use blue color. If you don't have dark blue, use light blue. Okay, I'm waiting. No need to worry. I'm not hurrying up. Everybody get done with this first step. Okay. Those of you who had done only one shade, you can use the same paper. Those of you who had done only one shade of wash in the exercise part, you can use the same paper. That way you won't need to paint it all over again. Okay, if anybody is done with this, show your work. Pritika, you need to spread the blue color a little more. Okay, there is a straight line forming. We don't want that. Okay. Those of you who are using acrylics instead of watercolor, you may face a bit of issues because acrylic colors are a bit difficult to blend. Use a little bit more of water. That way it will blend out. Acrylic colors will be a bit difficult to blend. Harika, very nice work. Perfect. Perfect. Anamika, very nice. Good job. Sai Janani, very good. Good, good. Most of you have got it. Lasya, good job. Komali, nice. Devyani, use a little bit more of water. Okay, I want it blended to almost whitish color. See how faint it is? It should be faint. Sampurna, I saw your work. Nice work. Okay. Krushi, good job. Akshaya, nice. Pragnya, nice. Everybody done with this? I guess most of you are done with this. So what we did, we just put the color at the top. We painted a decent amount. Lochana, very nice. Very nicely blended. Perfect. Okay, we will continue with this. We will continue with our painting. Most of you have completed it, I can see. So we will continue with the rest of our painting. Okay. Fine, everybody. Wash off your brush nicely. So next we will take the white color. Take white color and nicely load up your brush with it. Nicely load up your brush with the white color. And we will start at the border. At the border, there will be a faint marking of the blue. We will start at the border. Same movement of the brush. Okay, same movement of the brush. Just move the brush back and forth at the border of that blue color. Wherever you had the border of your blue color, just move your brush back and forth like this. You can move a bit into the blue zone also and then again come down. See how my hand is moving upwards, back and forth, and again downwards, back and forth. That is how your hand should be moving. See how they have mixed properly, the blue and the white color. Work at the border of your blue color, okay? Wherever your blue border has ended, there you need to work with your white color. Move upwards into the blue zone, move downwards into the white zone. That way they will mix properly. If there are any bubbles forming at the ends, take care of them. Okay? So it should look like this. Those of you who had not been able to blend the blue color properly after using the white, it should be looking like this because white will help you to blend. Okay? Rishika, you need to use more of white, beta. Use more of white. Very good. Akriti, very good. Renu, very nice. Most of you have done it very good. Bhumika, very good. Good job. See how I have blended my blue and white colors and how I have moved it almost to the center of the paper. The white, the end of the white part, you can see it's almost at the center of the paper. Okay. Your color should also move up to that point. Bhumika, good job. You're doing nice. Isha, very nice. Good. Most of you have done it properly. Ojasvika, nice. Good job. Nicely blended the blue. Those who are done with this, get ready with the red color. We will be moving on to the red color now. Okay, those who are done with this step, get ready with the red color. What you just learned, the movement of the brush at the border of the blue color, mixing the blue and the white. This is called blending. Blending is the meaning of blending is mixing. We have mixed the blue and the white color, so it has given us something of a light blue color. Okay, most of you are done with this. We will move on to the next part. Everybody ready with the red color? Yes, Usha, nice. Now move to the bottom portion of your paper. We will be painting in the bottom portion of the paper. Wash your brush nicely in the water. Wash your brush nicely. And now take the red color. Nicely take the red color. Make a nice paste out of it. Make a nice paste out of it. Start painting at the bottom. Start from the bottom now. It's just the opposite, ulta. Start painting from the bottom. Paint a decent amount. See how we have painted from the bottom? After you've done this, wash off your brush. And move your brush. We will now take yellow color. Before we start painting the yellow color, has everybody finished the red part? Everybody done with this red portion? Take your time, get done with the red portion. We are not spreading this, just the red portion, just the solid block. We will not be spreading this, okay? We will be blending it with the yellow color. We will not be spreading it like we did with the blue color. Anybody who was there for the previous building class, we had one class on the buildings, city buildings. If you were there at that time, if you attended that class, then you would remember we had used a similar technique in that class also. Okay. Everybody get done with the red portion. We'll wait before we move on to the yellow portion. Very simple. Just we've painted a block portion, a block red portion. That's it. We have not used any water to spread it out, nothing. Just a solid block of red. That's all. At the bottom of your paper. If you don't have orange color, now you can take yellow color like I am taking. This is for all of those who don't have orange color. If you have orange, you can use orange color. If you don't have, you can use yellow like I am using. Okay. If somebody is done with the red, just give me a thumbs up. Yes, Isha, nice. The red portion should be at the bottom. Alpna, good. Kritika, good. Rivant, Hamsika, okay, I can see a lot of thumbs up coming up. Okay. The red portion is the bottom portion of your painting. Good, most of you are done with it. I can see. So everybody, those who are done with it, get ready with your yellow color or your orange color, whichever you have. If you don't have the orange color, you can use yellow color. I will be using the yellow color only so that I can show the ones who don't have the orange color. Okay, everybody ready? Everybody loaded up their brushes with the orange or the yellow color? Fine. We'll move on. Just at the border of this red color, okay, just at the border where the red color has ended, I will apply the yellow color. And then I will move my brush in the same manner. I will mix the color and I will drag it upwards and downwards, like we did with the blue and the white colors. What did I do? I just took some yellow color, applied it to the border of the red color, and I am moving my brush like this, upwards and downwards, back and forth. If you have orange color, you can use orange color, but as you can see, I have used yellow color, so it has mixed with the red color to give me an orange color. Okay, everybody able to get it? If you have both, you can use any one of your choice, completely up to you. You can use orange or yellow. Better to use orange. If you have both of them, use orange first. In the next step, final step, you can use yellow if you have both of the colors. Okay. I'm again repeating what I have done. At the border of the red color, I have applied the yellow color and I then moved my hands back and forth, upwards and downwards, like we did with the blue and the white color. If anybody had attended the previous class, a class that was held before in which we painted buildings, you will remember we had done something similar with the same colors. Just think of it as if you're mixing the colors at the border. Okay, move your hands back and forth. Don't move them up and down. Your hand movement should be proper. Anybody who's done with this step, you can show that. You can show your work. Renu, you need to mix the colors nicely at the border. Okay, just move your brush back and forth, beta. That will do. Renu and Anamika, both of you. Just move the brush back and forth. See how it is looking in the picture as if it's faded from a dark red to orange. It should be looking that way. Rashi, nicely done. Very good. Very good. Shrija, very good. Pralaya, very good. Sampat, nice. If you are able to see a red line, that means that the blending has not been done properly. Isha, very good. Very good. You should not be seeing any proper red line. Rashi, very nice. Lasya, good job. There should not be any separate line of the red color, okay? It should be mixed properly. Just move your hand, just move your brush on that border, on that line. You will see that the colors will slowly mix with each other. I'm trying to look at as many of your works as possible, okay? You can hold up your work and show me. Evelyn, again at the border of the yellow and the red, just move your brush back and forth. You will see that the colors will mix with each other. Yellow and red will mix with each other very easily. They will give you some orange kind of color, okay? Tejas, very nice. Sanjana, nice, good job. Remember, your red color should be at the bottom, okay? Don't get it opposite. Your red color is at the bottom and now we are moving upwards. Yes, Aparna, Monica Sri, very nice. Pavani, very nicely blended. Tanmay also, good job. Nice. Good job. Most of you have done it properly. If you are able to see a red line, as I'm saying again and again, if there is a red line visible, that means that the blending is not done properly. Okay, you need to just move your brush. Just move your brush like this on that line. You will see that it will disappear. Okay, most of you are done with it. Can you give me thumbs up? Those of you are done with this. Alvin, very nice. Very, very beautiful. Very nice. Perfect. Good, good. Most of you are getting it. Again, I'll tell you, if you are seeing a red line, a proper red line, that means it has not been blended properly. Just move your brush on that border, on that line. Okay? We'll move on now. Again, wash your brush. This time, we will take yellow. Those of you who were using orange before, this time you need to take your yellow color. Okay? Take your yellow color nicely. Again, we will apply it at the top portion of the orange color. Here. Apply it at the top. And then at the border, see how I'm just moving my brush at the border. See, as soon as I moved my brush at the border disappeared. Okay. Now, once your yellow is done up to some point, we will be using water. But for now, we will leave some part of it. Everybody complete up to this portion first before we move on. The same thing that we did with the orange color before, now we are doing with yellow. See how it's looking as if the red color has faded slowly into orange and then finally into yellow. It should be looking like this. And leave a bit of space. Okay, leave a bit of space between the white and the yellow color. You can see there is some space on my paper because there will be mixing the colors. Leave some space there. Astha, good. Just mix the orange and the yellow a bit more, okay? Your red and yellow has been blended nicely. Work on the border of the two colors. Yes, yes. Come downwards. Work on the border of the two colors. Good. Sirisha, very nice. Perfect blending. Most of you are able to do it. Some of you are facing problems with the portion of the red and the orange. Just work on the border, okay? Avni, yellow and orange has been mixed properly. Work on the red portion. Apply more of yellow on that border, on the red and yellow border. Okay, the first border. Komali, very nice. Very nice. If anybody does not have yellow, but they have orange color, you can continue with the orange color for this also. If you don't have the yellow color, you can continue with orange for this. Bhavishya, excellent, excellent job. Very nicely blended.
So, Shreyasi ma'am, can we have the polls?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, kids, are you all ready for the polls? Can we have the polls now? Can you all come near to your screen? Yes. Can you start filling the polls? So let me know how are you liking the class, which grade you are in, and which next class would you like to have? Either English class or science class or maths class. Yes. Keep it going, keep it going. Quickly, quickly. Great. You guys are filling up so quickly. Nice. Yes. So as tomorrow we are going to have our science experiment class as well. We'll see how are you all liking the class. And we would like to know which class next up we can have for you. Do you want English classes as well? Do you want maths classes as well? Right? Great. So I would request the ones who have not filled in the polls yet, please fill in the polls quickly. Okay, quickly, quickly. If you want to have any suggestions, you can please put in the chats. If it is regarding the classes, if it is regarding the content, anything which you want to give us the feedback, you can even put it in the chat. Right? Okay. So those who have filled in the polls already, they can go back to their painting. Quickly, the ones who have not filled in the polls yet, please fill in. So we'll be keeping the poll for next 30 seconds now. Okay, quickly. Shreyasi ma'am is waiting for us to go back. Okay. Quickly. We are almost done now. Okay. So thank you everyone for participating in the polls. You can, Shreyasi ma'am, you can start the class again.
Okay, so good thing that ma'am took the polls now, because what we needed was this lower portion, this yellow red portion to dry up a bit, because we will be working on it. So we needed the polls. It was a very proper timing to have the polls, because we needed this lower portion to dry up before we started to work on it. Okay, but we will now first complete this part, this upper portion of the yellow. We need to blend it also, right? It's looking odd because there's just one single line. So what we'll do, wash off your brush nicely and just take some water and move your yellow color upwards. This is just like your practice sheet, but opposite, moving your brush upwards, and mix it with that white portion. Just bring it up to that white portion. Okay, just bring it up to that white portion and leave it there. Leave it like that. The top part of the yellow, there was just a straight line. So we used our wash technique that we learned, and we moved our color upwards. Instead of moving it downwards like we did in our practice session, we moved it upwards. Same thing, just use water, don't use the color, and drag your color upwards. Bring it to that point, to that border of the white portion that you've drawn. Okay, the white color that you have used. Bring it up to that. Then we'll move on to the final part. Don't worry, we will still be drawing. So there's lots of work left. Don't worry. Monica Sri, very good. Very nice. Pavani, nice. Shriya, very good. Aparna, nice. Good job. Pavani Shri, good. Amulya, very good. Very proper blending. Good. Everybody, we have dragged the color up to the top. Those of you who are waiting for the others, if you meanwhile can see a red line there where your red color was, you can try blending that. Okay, in the meantime, while we wait for others to catch up. Also, you can get ready with your white color. That will be the final of the blending portion before we move into the drawing part. Yes, Smriti, very good. Very good. Just drag the yellow color to the part of the white color. Many of you don't need the white blending. You've done it so perfectly. Okay, we'll move on to the final portion of this blending. So finally, I will again wash off my brush. Take the white color again. Okay, load up your brush with the white color. And now we will mix up that white and this yellow also. So the upper part of the white color is mixed with blue and the lower part of the white color is mixed with yellow. Those of you who are not able to properly blend the yellow, you can use white. Now, why are we using white? Many of you might question, ma'am, we can directly blend the yellow and the blue. Why are we using white in between? This is because if you have attended the previous class, you will remember if we mix yellow and blue, it will give us green color. And in the sky, we don't want green color, right? We don't want green color in the sky. So we have used this white color in between. This white color is acting as a medium in between. It will help us mix our blue color sky and the yellow color. See how your colors are mixed up nicely, properly. This is how it should be. Okay? Nicely mix up that portion. There should not be any yellow or blue colors visible there. See how nicely it is mixed up. The blue and the white and the yellow, it should be properly mixed up. There should not be any color lines visible. Use your thick brush and properly mix them up. Everybody able to see? Okay, next we will be drawing. But before that, we need everybody to get it done with this step. Everybody get done with this step. If by mistake you've got a bit of green color also, just put lots of white on top of that. That will cover your green color. If by mistake you have got some green color on your paper. Brahmishta, perfect, perfect, perfect blending. Wait for your paper to dry up a bit, okay? Those who are getting done with this, wait for your paper to dry a bit. In the meantime, take out your pencil and your thin brush. Your pencil and your thin brush, okay? We will wait for the others to catch up. Medini, very nice. Ummehani, use a little bit more of the yellow color at the border of the yellow and orange. Okay, otherwise rest is perfect. Rest is fine. We will wait for everybody to finish. Akshay, superb. Rudra Nair, very good. Superb. Wow. Neha, very good. Very good. Rambabu, very nice. Most of you have done it very nicely. I hope we'll have a lot of submissions this time. This was the toughest part up till now, what you've done. Divya Harshini, very good. Nice, very nice. Misha, work on the red portion, beta, okay? Work on the red portion, the red and the yellow portion. Krushi, very good. Very nicely done. All of you have made very nice paintings. Aswini, very nice. Those of you who are getting done with this, just lay your paper to rest. If there's a fan in your room, you can turn it on. That way it will dry up a bit more quickly. Okay? If there's a fan in your room, just turn it on. It will dry up quickly. And also get out your pencil and your thin brush. If you have a black sketch pen, you can use that instead of the pencil, but be very careful since most of your paper will be thin and it will not dry out very nicely. You have to be very careful. Better use a pen. If you don't have a pencil, use a pen to draw. That is better than using a black sketch pen. Okay, because your black sketch pen will leak into the paper. Your paper, if your paper is thin, it will leak into your paper. Better to use a black ball pen if you don't have a pencil. Just put your paper down to rest. Okay, it will dry up a bit. We'll get catched up with the others. We'll get caught up with the others. Okay. Everybody ready with the pencil? Just give me a thumbs up if everybody is done with this step. Okay, I can see a lot of thumbs up there. Fine. Just take out your pencil, everybody, and get ready. Everybody get ready with your pencil, any pencil. There is no pencil, a specific pencil that you need to use, any pencil. We will just make the drawing. Okay, it will be the drawing of a cactus. We will be making the drawing of a cactus. Okay, fine, we'll move on now. So here I have my pencil. And first I will make the land position, the land like this. It's just a simple slope like this, almost like the side of a small hill. Okay, this is the first step. Just make a small hill like this at the bottom part of your paper with the pencil. We made a small hill like this with our pencil on the paper. Next, we will draw our cactus plants. We will draw 2 cactus plants on this hill. See how to draw a cactus plant. First, make a straight line like this. Okay. Then like this, it's almost like a stick, a thin stick. This is your main stem. From the side, one stem like this. It is almost like a J, like the alphabet J, and one ulta J, one opposite J from the other side. Okay. Everybody just see it. Very rough drawing that I have drawn. This is how you have to draw a cactus. We will be drawing one more. So those who didn't get this, we will draw one more cactus. You can see that how we have drawn. Okay. So one more cactus we'll be drawing here. One straight thin stick-like structure at the top. Then one small J-like structure from one side. And one more J-like, ulta J-like structure from the other side. I have drawn it very roughly. Okay. we will make the adjustments when we paint it. This should be a rough drawing. Okay, this should be the drawing. If you're not able to make the sketch properly because there is paint, there is water on the paper, don't worry. When you paint it with your brush, you can make the adjustments. Okay. If there is a fan in your room, just turn it on. That way this portion of the paper will dry out quickly. So you won't have any difficulty when you're painting it. Very simple drawing. One straight thin stick like structure, then one J, just the alphabet J. Make it fat and draw it from one side, and just the opposite of J, ulta J, on the other side. Okay. And it is at the bottom portion of your paper, the lower part of your paper. Everybody okay with the drawing? Everybody is done with the drawing? Those who are done with the drawing, take out your thin brush, take out the thin brush that you have and get ready with your black color. Get ready with your black color and the thin brush. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you're done with the drawing portion. Those who are done with the drawing portion, give me a thumbs up. Okay, so we'll now move on to the painting. Okay, take your thin brush, take the thinnest brush that you have. You can also use this thick brush to make the land portion if you want initially, and then you can use the thin brush for your cactus. Nicely load up your brush with the black color. Nicely load it up. Take more of the color. Take less of water, more of the color. Nicely load up your brush. And then just fill this land structure that you've drawn. Fill this. You can use the thick brush here because this is a wider area. You can use your thick brush for this part. You can leave your thin brush for the cactus part because there the stem is thin. Okay, just cover this entire portion. Keep on taking more of the color. Use little of water, use more of the color. Just completely fill up this land structure. Completely cover this. See how I have completely filled this land structure. Now the same we will do for the cactus, but since it's thinner, the area is very less, we will be using the thinnest brush that we have. Okay, if you have a 0-sized or a 2-sized brush, use that for the cactus. Okay, because there's very little area to paint. Everybody getting it? If you don't have a thin brush, if you have a sketch pen, you can use that also. But be careful, your sketch pen should not be leaking. Otherwise, it will just destroy the entire thing. So again, in my thin brush, I will take lots of the black color. And I will fill up the cactuses also. Be careful. If your paper is not proper, if your paper is very thin, it will be leaking out. So just be careful that it's a bit dry and only then you have started painting. Otherwise, it will leak out, okay? Just simply we are covering up this entire drawing that we have drawn with black color. You can make changes also. You can change the shape a bit of the stick if you have not gotten it properly while drawing. You can make the changes now. So like this, you have to fill up all of the branches. All of the branches of the cactus, you have to fill up with your thin brush and the black color. Everybody getting it? Just take your thin brush. It is just the same process, so don't worry. Just the same process we've done. So don't worry, we are not hurrying. Okay, just the same thing. Just take black color in your brush and completely fill up all these drawings that you've drawn. The land, the cactus, just completely fill them up. This is known as your wet on dry. Why is it called wet on dry? Because you're first trying to dry up the first layer of paint. The background that we painted, the mixed blended part that we painted, that had to be a bit dry, and then we painted on it with our wet watercolors. So this is known as wet on dry. This is the most common watercolor technique that you will be using. Whenever you draw or paint with watercolors, this is the most common technique. This is called wet on dry. Okay. If you want, if you are at ease with it, you can make little grass at the top of the hills also, like this. Just small little grass like structures. It's completely up to you. Completely up to you. You can make little dots like this. They will look like grass. Okay. Very simple stuff. We are just painting up all of these structures that we have drawn. We have just covered it with black color. That's all. No shading, nothing. We are just filling it up. Just fill it all up with your black color. Those who are done with this step, you can show this before we move on to one last portion, a little tiny little portion that is there. If anybody is done with this, you can show your work. Tanisha, very nice. Very good. David, very nice. Komali, very good. Anybody who is done with this step? Varenya, nice. Even in the desert, you will get your wild grass. Okay, that is not the green grass that you see. Those are wild shrubs. Okay, so we will not be using green color for them. Since this is against the background, we will be using black color only. If you don't have black color, you can use a dark brown color. Very good. Most of you are doing it. Take your time. We'll keep this for a minute or two before we move on to the tiny portion that is left. A very tiny portion that is left. Yes, Harshini, very nice. Amulya, good job. Wow, I can see so many good paintings. Bhavishya, very nice. Sampath, good job. Some of you have blended really well. Avni Joshi, very nice. Shrija, good. Chinmai, very good. Himanshu, good job. Sirisha, wow, very beautiful. I can see two paintings, nice. Most of you have done it very nicely. Lasya, very good. Harshit, good job. Yoga, very nice. Amrita, very nice. Good, good, good. Okay. Just one final portion left. Everybody wash off your brushes now. We will just be making a few stars in the sky. Okay? Everybody wash off your brushes and take the white color. Nicely take the white color. Load up your brush with the white color and we will just put some dots on the blue portion. Okay? These will be the stars that are just appearing. It is just sunset and some of the stars are appearing in the sky. So it's dusk time. Okay? This time of the day is known as dusk. So we'll just make some small dots in the white portion, as if the stars are just appearing. Use the thinnest brush that you have. If you don't have a thin brush, if you have a whitener at home, okay, if you have a whitener at home, you can use that also. Just make small dots in the blue color portion, the top portion of your painting. Like this. Simple, right? See how we can get a nice painting out of it. Okay. So this was our painting for today. So what did we learn? We learned three very important techniques. One is how to create washes, how to move a color that is there in the dark form, how we can move our brush back and forth, and how we can make it light. Then we learned blending, how to mix two kinds of colors. And always remember, in the previous class, we had learned not to mix colors that give us new colors, because we don't want green color in the sky, right? That is why we used white color. And also we learned the wet on dry technique, that is using the wet colors when the previous background has dried out. So these three things we learned in our today's class. Fine. I can see so many good paintings. Complete your work, everybody, and I want to see maximum number of submissions for this class. There are so many good paintings that I can see. I want all of you to submit your paintings. Okay? Alpana, very good. Bharati, very nice. Very nice. I can see the stars for some of you. Very good. Good job. So that was all for today's class.
Thank you, Shreyasi ma'am. We can see the beautiful paintings coming out. We can see the screens with beautiful paintings done, right? And we can even see the smiles coming because they were able to make such paintings at this stage of their age. So glad to see that everyone is doing beautifully. And we would like to thank you for making us capable of this thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So all you know, right? Now you have to submit your entries. So let me take you through where you have to submit your entries. Right? I'll just share my screen with you all. 1 second. Okay, 1 minute. So all you have to do is type live.uolo.com, right? Once you reach there, you have to scroll down. You have to submit your activity here. So the recent class, whichever will be the class you have attended, these will be mentioned over here. Okay. So only those classes you have attended, you will be given an option to submit your entry. And for those you have already submitted your entries, you'll get a gray option that you have already made your submission for that class. Okay. So you have to go to, let's say for today's class, this is my class. Okay. If I have to submit my entry, I will click over watercolor painting class. Okay. And I'll get an option to submit your activity. Once I click, I'll get an option to upload image. Okay. So let's say this is my image for this particular class. Okay. So let's say this is my entry for today's class. And I just click over that entry. I submitted my entry here. And then I'll just click over submit. Okay. So this is how my entry will be submitted. And I can see it here that for the floral drawing, I have just submitted my entry. This is my floral drawing. Okay. So you have to submit for today's class like the same way, the way I have done right now. Okay. So this is how you will be able to create. If you want to submit your entry for your sister or your brother, you'll be getting an option. So let's say I had already added a profile of my sister. I will click over here and I can see if she has attended any class, she will get an option to submit the entries. Okay. So I hope you can just click over here once you, so if you have to even register yourself for tomorrow's class, you will go to live.uolo.com, click over science experiment and register now. Okay. So all you will do is first submit your entries. Second will be registering for this class. So to register, you'll have to put your number, get an OTP. Okay, so ones who are doing for the first time, they just have to do the OTP thing. Okay, so the ones who have already registered, you just have to click over register. You will get a notification that you have already successfully registered yourself for this class. Okay, so I hope you all are able to understand how you have to submit your entries. You just have to go to submit your activity, click over. So let's say I had registered for that particular class. I will get an option to submit my activity here and get an option to upload. So as you all have seen this for this class, like the way we have to do earlier, we used to do. So we used to go to live.uolo.com, click over submit your activity, get a class for which we have to make our submission, upload our image, select the image and submit. Okay, that's how your images, your submission will be made. You just have to make sure that you are taking a horizontal picture, not a vertical picture. Okay, hold your entry, take a clear picture, and you can even post it on social media, tag us on Facebook or Instagram at uoloapp and use these hashtags uoloapp and uololearning. Okay, I hope you all got what you have to do, right? Okay then. See you tomorrow for science experiment class tomorrow. Okay. Keep your materials ready. For all the information you want to have, just go to live.uolo.com. If you have to see the classes, if you have to submit your classes, if you have to check the materials required for the classes, everything is there on live.uolo.com. Okay. Okay, kids. Thank you so much for attending the class. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a good time. Bye.